Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another breakdown for PFL. I just got done breaking on UFC Vegas 105, so make sure you guys go check that out if you guys haven't checked it out yet. And we got PFL starting this year, this week on Thursdays. So I'm gonna be live for this whole card on Thursday, probably like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. Eastern time, according to Tapology. So make sure you guys come hang out with your boy on Thursday. We have a lot of fun on the live streams. And let me give you guys my full card predictions now. I probably would have done the breakdowns earlier, but I had some power outage for the last 2 days. I finally got my power back last night, so I was watching tape all night long, watching tape on this card, watching tape on UFC Vegas 105. So I've had a long night. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys appreciate the grind. And let me give you guys my predictions now. We have a lot of we have a couple of guys making their PFO debut on this card. Both these guys are making their debut. Nathan Ghareeb taking on Frederick Dupras. Shurik Shields is making his PFO debut. Also, Tai Kun Kim is making his PFO debut here. We got Johnny's Bachar making his PFL debut. Landu making his PFL debut. So we have a lot of these guys making their. I think Tadjine's also making his. Well, he actually fought in PFL. Okay, he already fought in PFL. I don't know why I thought he was making his PFL. I thought maybe he was coming over from Bellator. But yeah, let's go over it, guys. So first fight of the night is gonna be Frederick Dupras taking on Nathan Ghareeb. And I'm gonna have to go through my notes here. Dupras, he's been training in Montreal, same team as Aubin Mercier. I also been training with Damon Jahabi, who's fighting Jose Aldo at UFC 315 in Montreal. So he's gonna have some good training partners for this fight coming up. He's got really good grappling, always attacking submissions, and he's got nice control from top position. He really is known for that guillotine submission. He's got like half his wins by guillotine in the first round. Um, so like he's really dangerous when it comes to the grappling upside. I mean, but finished most of these people in the first round. Not sure how he looks in the later rounds. Not sure what kind of cardio he's gonna have, but the guy looks like he's training hard. Because the when you start moving up, when you start fighting guys that are better, there you can't just guillotine them in the first round. It's gonna be tougher, I feel like. Now, so both these guys are making their PFO debut on this card. So we'll see who's gonna be a legit prospect on this card out of these two. Now, Ghareeb, on the other hand, he trains out of American Top Team, and he has a wrestling based also. Some of his losses are forgivable. I mean, getting knocked out by Larry and Douglas, absolute no shame in getting knocked out by Larry and Douglas. I mean, we've cashed on Larry and Douglas huge over John's like a couple of weeks back. Also, his losses are other losses to losing to Cody Law. Cody Law can wrestle, he can strike. I mean, so no shame in losing to Cody Law. And but like his other like close fights that he's going to close matchup with some of these guys and in the regional scene is just not the best look for me. And he's had a couple of really close fights. I do think his striking is probably better than Dupras, but like I don't know if I can trust Ghareeb. He's 31 years old, so it's not like he's in his 20s, and where we can still expect him to get better. Um, so like my question on Dupras side is like, what's gonna happen if you can't get him out of there early with the submission? But like I've seen him finish most people. He's finished everyone, I think, by submission in the first rounds. He's never seen the third round. Even even in the amateur scene. I mean, he hasn't gone to the third round. We have seen Ghareeb going to the later rounds, third round, fourth round. He's had a 5 round fight before. I'm gonna go with the Frederick. He's underdog, so I'm gonna go with Frederick here. Frederick minus 105. The line is closing in now. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the Frederick on this one. Under 1.5 rounds, minus 145. I think if I think it goes under 1.5 rounds. I mean, they're both gonna be looking for a finish here, and the way the tournament works, you're gonna need to finish people early to get more points. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Frederick by. He's gonna have to be the first one to submit Nathan Ghareeb. I'm sure he's working on the striking also, so like his cardio should be okay if he can't get him out of there early. But I'm gonna go with Frederick by submission. Next fight on the card, we got Joseph Luciano taking on Shirks Shields. So this one should be a fun matchup. They're both grapplers in this fight. Shields, I think, is making his he's taking this fight on short notice. If yeah, he's taking this fight on short notice. Luciano was supposed to take on Tajin, who's also fighting on this card. So we'll see how this one goes for Luciano. Luciano's good. He's fought out some pretty solid guys that are in the UFC now. Luciano, he's impressed me. I like his grappling. I like his pressure. He's got cardio. He can wrestle nonstop for 3 rounds. Not a problem for him having wrestled for more than a couple of rounds. And he's faced high level guys already like Carlos Prates, Mikalev, who looked really good in his UFC debut recently on that Australian card. And also he fought Andreas Gustafsson in amateur. So Gustafsson was the only one that finished him by submission, I think. So he hasn't been finished since he went pro. Prates couldn't put him out of there. I mean, Prates couldn't find a knockout over him. And his striking, I mean, like his striking is not really that impressive, but that's not really his bread and butter. His bread and butter is the grappling. So if he can get his grappling going here, I think he's gonna win. Shields, on the other hand, he's not bad. He can grapple also. He can strike a bit, but like cardio is really not that impressive. And he's gonna be attacking submissions. He's definitely like more finish dependent than Luciano. I think Luciano can win this season if this goes longer. And I think Luciano's going to have the much better wrestling overall. So I am going to go with Luciano here. I think Luciano can probably, I don't know if he submits him. I think he could probably submit him. So I'm going to go Luciano by submission. We took him by first round submission in his debut in PFL. I think that was debut. That was actually Bellator. Okay, I keep confused because there's no more Bellator now, so I keep confusing Bellator with PFL, but they're the same now. Yeah, we took him by first round submission over Hill, and he made it look really easy. Give me Luciano by submission. Minus 230 for Luciano. I think he should be around minus 230. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 184. I think he goes under 2.5 rounds. I think we're going to see a finish here. Next fight on the card, we got Nathan Kelly taking on Tae-Kun Kim. This should be fun. I'm actually like I've been high on Nathan Kelly. I picked him over Ahmed Magomedov. I know I bet 1 unit on Nathan Kelly money line. And he was looking pretty good early. He dropped Magomedov in the first round. He's dangerous. He's a finisher. So Nathan Kelly is going to be dangerous in the first round. Now, my problem with Nathan Kelly is if you can extend the fight, he kind of like falls off a bit in the later rounds. So like that's my only problem. Like things go sideways for Nathan Kelly if he can finish you early, and he's a dangerous finisher early. So like there's always a chance he can finish you early, but if that doesn't happen, things don't really go well for Nathan Kelly. Now, on the other hand, for Tae-Kun Kim, he actually is making his PFL debut on this card. So he's fought in UA Warriors, he's fought in Brave CF, so he's been around. He's not just coming off some regional South Korean organization. He's been around Brave CF. He's fought some pretty decent guys in Brave CF, and like some of these fights, I was really impressed by this dude, man. He can wrestle, he can grapple, he's got cardio, he's got good striking. Not a lot of power though, but he's good around. He's definitely the more well-rounded fighter here. So like I like Tae-Kun Kim. I am gonna pick Tae-Kun Kim here. He's shown that he's durable. He's shown that he's got cardio. He's shown he can dig deep in the later rounds, even if he wrestled him early. But on the other hand, Nathan Kelly hasn't shown that he can dig deep. He's finished a lot of people in the first round, finished by submissions. So like Tae-Kun Kim can definitely be taken down, right? So this line should be about even money, and the line is closing in now. Tae-Kun Kim minus 140. He opened up at minus 105. And the line is closing in. Over, I think it goes over. I mean, I'm not sure if I see Tae-Kun Kim finishing him. I think Tycoon Kim is like he's one of these guys that's gonna play safe. He's not really gonna like overextend and go for the knockout if it's not really there, unless you're really tired. Even then, I don't think he's gonna finish Kelly. I'm gonna pick Tycoon Kim by decision. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds either way. I mean, if Kelly wins, maybe you can put him away early, but I don't think he will. Give me Tycoon Kim by decision. Next fight on the card, we got Gianni's Bachar taking on Masauki Kikuiri. Now this one should be a striking matchup, and someone's probably gonna go to sleep here. So Bachar, he's coming off the Ultimate Fighter. Last year, he was competing on Tough. Now he will be making his PFL debut. He has power. And he's definitely aggressive striker, and not the cleanest striker. Like he's not gonna be out there trying to pump the jab or anything like that. He's just gonna like throw power shots. And if he lands, he can definitely knock you out right if he lands. But if he doesn't land, he's gonna be in trouble because he's gonna get tired, and I don't trust his cardio. I don't think I don't think he's really gonna be able to wrestle Kikuiri. Kikuiri, on the other hand, he's fighting Bellator. He's making his PFL debut now that Bellator has gone under. So Kikuiri is definitely the much better kickboxer with better technique, better cardio. He's gone longer. Whereas Giannis Bachar finishes a lot of people by KO. He's got 8 wins by KO. So, but hasn't really fought the best level of opposition. He fought Robert Valentin. He got knocked out with an insane elbow in like the first 20 seconds. That was crazy. Kikuori's been knocked out before also, but I think Kikuori's getting better right now. So, and the way he knocked out Herman Torrado, who's actually really tough. Like he's the first one that knocked him out. We did pick him by KO there. The way he knocked him out, like he couldn't put him over with the headshot, so he went to the liver shot. He landed a nasty liver shot on Torrado, and Torrado just wasn't able to recover from that liver shot. So I think Kikuori has way more weapons on the feet, better cardio, and more dynamic striker. So I'm gonna go Kikuori by KO TKO. Could I go the distance? I mean, maybe, but Kikuori is a finisher, so I am gonna pick Kikuori by finish here. Kikuori minus 170. Yeah, give me Kikuori. Under 2.5 rounds, minus 180. Damn, the over opened up at minus 125. I think Kikuori money lines. That's what I like. Kikuori money line. Next fight on the card, we got Ghareeb Braga taking on YS Landu. I'm probably butchering his name, but he said, I guess I don't know, brother. I don't know. But Braga, this is a good matchup. Landu's been putting a streak together. Not really the most impressive streak, but he is out there getting wins, and he's been underdog some of these fights. And I did pick Billarino, and Billarino, what's crazy? Billarino Dana White didn't sign this guy Billarino off the Contender Series, even though he got a crazy will kick KO over some guy on Contender Series. And I was pretty high on Billarino, but like he's one of these guys like he just doesn't do enough early. Like if he doesn't find the knockout, he'll just let the fight slip away. And that's really not the best look, right? And that's the only reason Dana White didn't sign him, even though he got a crazy KO over some guy on Contender Series. But the fight was so boring before we found that KO. But like I've learned my lesson with Jonas Billarino. Even though he's pretty solid, the guy just not really gonna be able to. He's really KO dependent. He doesn't do enough early. But Landu went out there, wrestled him, and outstruck him on the feet. So impressive there for Landu. Now he's fighting Braga. Braga's a good boxer. He has power. Braga definitely has power. I've done pretty well in Braga fights. I think I'm like 7-1, and I should be 8-0 because I did pick Pinedo in the first one. And in the first one, yeah, I did pick Jesus Pinedo as I think it was underdog there. He was underdog there. Yeah, I did pick him by decision there, and it was close. I mean, some people, you could say Pinedo won that, and I think Pinedo did win that first fight. Then I picked, obviously I picked him over all these other guys. I picked him by Keylor Moraes. Moraes is still fighting in GFO. I mean, someone's got to stop Marlon Moraes. Save Marlon Moraes from himself, for the love of God. Please, someone, if you're listening. beat Chris Wade. We did pick him for Chris Wade. I did pick Pinedo by KO. We cashed in Pinedo by knockout and finish only money line also at plus money. I think it was about even money almost. And then we did take him over Justin Gonzalez. He was my lock of the week over Gonzalez. We cast on him easily. He was getting taken out early. He was getting controlled a bit early. Then he found the left hook KO. Absolutely nasty buzzer beater KO. We took him over Bubba Jenkins. I told everyone. I mean, the first round, I think Bubba Jenkins gonna hold him up against the fence. He was kind of holding him up against the fence right early, but what happened? Bubba Jenkins, if he can like hold you down to save his life, he's probably gonna quit, and he quit right. He quit right there. Then he fought Timur Khizriev. That was sweaty, man. I had money on Timur Khizriev parlays and should have been 29-20 unanimous for Khizriev. But it is what it is. Then he fought Kennedy. Kennedy was supposed to fight Pinedo, I think, on that spot. Or if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he's supposed to fight he's Pinedo. Pinedo pulled off from that fight. I'm not really sure what happened there. Then Braga took that fight on short notice. And I did parlay Braga with Pentosa same week. So we cast that parlay. So I've done pretty well Braga fights, and I do see Braga winning this one. Does he knock him out? I mean, I'm not really sure if he's gonna put him away. I do think he's gonna beat him by decision. So I'm gonna go with Braga. I'm gonna say, does he knock him? He is finishing almost everyone, but didn't finish Kennedy last time. Maybe because he took that fight on short notice. Him in full camp, I'm gonna go with Braga. I think he could put him away, or it could definitely go longer because Landu is kind of tough though. Braga coming in at -600. Over, I think, yeah. I was like, are they gonna open the overs, unders, or like juice or chalk or not? It's plus 180 for the over. I think I'm leaning towards the over, but like Braga, -600 is kind of wide. I mean, because Landu is out there getting wins to get putting on a streak, but like not really over anyone that impressive. And Braga's been fighting the best guys in PFL. Give me Braga by maybe like I'm gonna say decision. Next fight on the card, we got Muhammad Berkhamov taking on Tajin. Now, if you guys been watching my breakdowns last year, I haven't really been too high on Berkhamov. I mean, I did pick him in his last 2 fights, but like, he's not really impressive, man. The guy's like, he's so boring to watch. I mean, it's not like he's going out there and laying and praying. His striking style is like so boring. He just does the bare minimum to win. Let me see if I can bring up my notes here on this guy, Berkhamov. So, like, Berkhamov, I've been waiting to fade Berkhamov, and I did pick him in his last 2 fights, like I said earlier. But yeah, he can grapple. He's a good kickboxer. He can leg kick. He can body kick and throw knees up the middle. He's good everywhere. I mean, he can do everything pretty well. But the problem is, like, he's just not dangerous enough, man. He doesn't wrestle when he should. He'll strike with you and keep it really close on the feet, like that Ray Cooper fight. Ray Cooper is like one of these guys that'll like fight at 185 and 170. And he looked better. Ray Cooper definitely was winning the first round. Then Berkhamov won the second, third round. It was 29-20 for Berkhamov. Tajin is making his. I mean, this is the best guy that he's gonna be fighting by a mile. I mean, Chris Brown is not bad. I was thinking about betting Chris Brown in his last fight in Fury FC, and I just didn't pull the trigger. I should have, because he's not bad. He's kid Fury FC, just got to win as underdog there. But like beating Chris Brown, he actually hurt Chris Brown a couple of times, and Chris Brown is tough. He's never been finished for a good reason. The guy's extremely tough, and he's fought Bob Mondes. He's fought other guys that are pretty Carlos Leo. I mean, so Tajin went out there and proved that he can beat guys like this that are durable, that are gonna be there for 15 minutes. I'm gonna go with Tajin. I'm impressed by Tajin. He's 26 years old. He's definitely the more dangerous striker. His takedown defense is solid. He can wrestle a little bit. I've seen him wrestle before. So like he can do everything pretty well. He's training over there at I forgot where he's training out of, but like he's training with a good team. But I'm gonna go with Tajin. He's supposed to fight Luciano, who's a primary grappler. Now he's gonna have someone that's gonna entertain the striking with him. So I think it's gonna play into Tajin's game. Give me Tajin by KO TKO. Tajin -240. Under 1.5 rounds plus 160. If it's under 2.5 rounds, if you can find under 2.5 rounds, that's probably better. But like I think it goes over 1.5 rounds. Like it's over 1.5 is like only 7 minutes a minute. They go by so quick. And I can see Berkhamov just not engaging enough early and playing it safe from the outside. Next fight on the card, we got Movlid Khaybulaev taking on Jeremy Kennedy. Now this one, Jeremy Kennedy is obviously coming off 2 losses in a row. I did pick him over Patricio Pitbull. I know not the best pick, but Pitbull was on a bad run back then, so I was like, Pitbull's probably done. Clearly, I was wrong, and he was winning the early rounds against Pitbull. Then like he just doesn't have enough power to like really hurt anyone. Like I know you can see he knocked out Aaron Pico. That was an injury. Like he still couldn't put this guy away, bro. Like, even though like Pico had one arm, and Kennedy still couldn't like hurt him. I'm done with Kennedy, man. I did pick Braga obviously there, but he had full camp on that one. He should have probably looked better against Braga, but he didn't look terrible there. Khaybulaev, he can wrestle, he can grapple, he can strike, he's powerful, he's got knockout power. I gotta go with Khaybulaev here, man. He's only 5'6", and he's been knocked out before. I mean, people probably forget he's been knocked out before, but like I don't think Kennedy has the power to knock him out. It was against Pinedo. Pinedo knocked him out in the first 30 seconds, but clearly the guy was on he's tested positive for steroids. Give me Khaybulaev by like, I'm gonna say he finishes him. I think he finished Kennedy, man. Kennedy is like, I think can knock him out. Give me Khaybulaev by KO TKO. Doesn't finish everyone, but I think can finish him by submission or TKO ground and pound. Khaybulaev coming in at -600. Over 2.5 rounds, -170. I wouldn't. How many could I go over? Kennedy is he's kind of tough though, but his striking defense is so bad. I'm gonna go Khaybulaev by finish. Next fight on the card, we got Magomed Umalatov taking on Logan Storley. Now, Logan Storley, they're both coming off losses to the GOAT, Shamil Musayev, who's an absolute beast. And I want to see Shamil Musayev in the UFC soon. I gave you guys a play on Musayev there, finish only for Musayev. Because Storley, there's no way he's going to finish anyone, I mean, unless you're a complete bum like Brandon Ward. Umalatov, we took Musayev there. We cast under 2.5 rounds at +165, I think it was. We cast Musayev money line, easy money in there. I know some people got him at plus money, Musayev over Umalatov. I didn't get there that early. I mean, Musayev, but we got him at like -200. Umalatov's gonna have the better striking here. Storley's gonna have to wrestle nonstop, and can he wrestle nonstop? Maybe. Umalatov, can he be taken on? Yeah, he can be taken on. Well, he's training over the American Top Team. Storley training out of Killcliff FC. So both these guys are coming over from really good teams. They're gonna be prepared, and they need a finisher to like. I think you get like 6 points in the first round, 3 points in the third round, or like something like that. I forgot how it works now. But like, yeah, I'm gonna go with Umalatov here. I was thinking about picking Storley, but like he's too much of a one-trick pony. He's gonna have to wrestle. And he can also be taken down, right? We've seen Luka like put him in some dangerous positions and take his back and control him a bit early and look for submissions. Like if you give Storley that type of fight, he can definitely win. But I think Umalatov's gonna be smarter. He should be able to keep this on the feet and land the better shot. So give me Umalatov by. This isn't. I was maybe like, can you knock him out? I don't think he's knocking him out. I think Storley is really tough. Give me Umalatov by decision. Next fight on the card, we got Jesus Pinedo taking on Adam Borics. Now, Jesus Pinedo won the tournament in 2023. Took the last year off. This is gonna be a striker versus striker matchup, pretty much. Man, this one I was having a hard time like making a really confident prediction. This one, because Pinedo, like we cast on Pinedo over Braga at plus money. We bet him both times over Braga. Obviously, we got robbed in the first one. But Pinedo, he won the tournament last year in 2023. He didn't compete last year. Now he's back. He's probably hungry. Maybe he's running out of money now. He got the $1 million 2023. Maybe he's low in money now, so he needs to come back and get some money. He's only 28 years old, which is crazy. Because I feel like this guy's been fighting forever. Borics, on the other hand, he's 31, and Borics is really good, man. He's a really good striker, really good kickboxer. He's quick on the feet, can land a ton of volume. He's got some high level wins. I mean, he went 2-war with Enrique Barzola, who's a former bantamweight. But like he did beat Barzola. We cast on him biases in there. We cast over 2.5 rounds in the parlay there. Beat Matt Burnell, who's a wrestler mostly, but pretty good win there. Beat Jeremy Kennedy. Beat Aaron Pico. Knocked him out of flying knee back in 2019. So like he's definitely been around the block. And he got beat up by Patricio Pitbull. But like no shame. I mean Pitbull is fighting Yair Rodriguez at UFC 314 next week, I think. Man, I'm gonna go with Pinedo. I'm a huge Pinedo fan, but I think Borics is really good, man. Borics is not a bum. Like it's like Braga is not a bum either. So he knocked out Braga. Knocking Young Jenkins is kind of a bum at this point. Brendan Loughnane, he's not a bum. Loughnane is really good. He knocked him out of like a nice knee up the middle. So Pinedo is definitely the more dangerous guy, the more dangerous finisher. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Pinedo. Does he knock him out? I mean, I'm just not sure, man. Borics is really fucking tough. I've seen him hurt before. Like Barzola was landing some shots on Borics. I'm gonna go Pinedo. I'm gonna go Pinedo by KO. But I don't know if I'll bet this fight anymore. After watching tape on Borics, like my confidence is like early on when I seen them announce this fight, I was like Pinedo's gonna run through him. He probably still will run through him, maybe. But like Borics, he's not a bum on the feet. He's definitely one of the better strikers in PFL. I'm gonna go with my boy Pinedo still. He should be 5-0 in his last 5 fights. He beat Braga in the first one too. I did pick him there too. All right, next fight on the card we got Jason Jackson taking on Andre Koreshkov. Man, here we go. So Jackson has really good wrestling, cardio, basic striking. I mean, I know he knocked out Emasov, that fraud Emasov. But like Emasov, he couldn't get his wrestling going. He was looking really tired. Maybe didn't train properly. Maybe he thought it was gonna be easy matchup for him. He beat Ray Cooper, took him down, beat him up. Ray Cooper didn't look like he trained for that fight either. Beat Douglas Lima, beat Paul Daly. So Jackson is one of these guys that can wrestle nonstop and he doesn't get tired. And he was taking on Ramazan Kuramagomedov in the later rounds. Early on, he kind of was getting outstruck early. He already won the $1 million, right? He already beat Emasov and he won the $1 million. So how hungry is Jason Jackson? Andre Koreshkov on the other side, he's trouble with people that can wrestle. He's definitely going to be the much better striker here, much better kickboxer, more dangerous. He should have knocked out Goiti Yamauchi, but like Goiti Yamauchi showed a lot of hurt in that one because he was hurt so badly. Like I think got dropped like over 3 times if I'm not mistaken. Umalatov beat him, but he was lighting up Umalatov early. Then Umalatov just took over the fight by taking him down or wrestling him. Beat Lorenz Larkins. I mean, that's a good win. I mean, even though like some people don't think he won that fight, they went to close fights. I mean, every time they both fought each other twice. And beat Douglas Lima. I mean, so like he's definitely been around Bellator for a long time. Ben Askren beat him up. Ben Askren can wrestle. So like Douglas Lima knocked him out in the 3rd round. Then Douglas Lima subbed him back in 2018. Since then, I mean, he hasn't been finished since 2018. Like, is he finally getting better? This is only 3 rounds. I mean, this is 5 rounds. I would definitely lean towards Jason Jackson. But this is only 3 rounds. And I could see like Koreshkov winning the early rounds over Jason Jackson if he can stuff takedowns. I'm gonna go with Koreshkov by. I'm gonna say Koreshkov by decision, but like I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be too easy though. For Koreshkov. Koreshkov, like if Jason Jackson can get takedowns, he's probably gonna run through him. But if he has trouble getting takedowns in control of Koreshkov, then I feel like he's probably gonna win. So I'm gonna go with the Koreshkov on the scorecards. I think he's gonna win. So those are my full card predictions, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Koreshkov coming in at plus 185 right now. Pretty big underdog, I mean. So we'll see what happens on Thursday. I'll be live for this whole card on Thursday night. I'll see you guys then. Over 2.5 rounds. I think it goes over 2.5 rounds either way. I think this is a pretty good parlay piece over 2.5 rounds. Because I don't think Jason Jackson's going to submit him. It's gonna have to like finish him by ground and pound. Pinedo, I'm gonna go with the Koreshkov, the underdog in the main event. I'm gonna go with Pinedo in the co-main, Umalatov in the featured fight on the main card. I'm gonna go with the Khaybulaev, Tadjin. I'm gonna go with Braga, Kikuiri, Tai Kun Kim, Luciano, and I'm gonna go with Frederick Dupras. So those are my full card predictions, and I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Take it easy, and let me know who you guys have in the comments down below. Who you guys are riding with on this card? Who are your most confident predictions? Let me know if you guys enjoyed the breakdown. And I'll see you guys Thursday. Later.